is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice.
I'm sitting in the back of class. My chair is leaned back against the wall. Just this once. My classmates are tall, taller than I ever could be. I am small, smaller than I should be. I believe myself to be wiser than they'd ever choose to be. The new girl walks in. The guys around me start to call her a doll. They begin to catcall. And in how uncomfortable she is, I see it clearly. Humanity's downfall. Because that's how they're going to justify it, right? They're going to tell us that people are not evil. They are just what we make them. That's how they're going to justify it when a young girl comes home feeling unclean. That's how they're going to justify it when she's scared to admit what happened because it taints her somehow. To quote Jasis Zain, trust is handing somebody a gun and hoping they don't shoot. But I've always found it to be more like planting a seed and hoping it will root itself into the ground and grow. And I know that I choose to believe in that because it's our only option now. I think about how the generations before ours romanticized the time that we currently live in. But looking at it from the within, I see no change. Not change significant enough for us to feel as proud as we do. I think about how they would have held us. I think about the trust that was built upon that. I think about how they held us and hoped for something better. Think about how they haven't gotten what they asked for. They say the reason that adults hold on to their culture so tightly is because they fear if they let it go, it will be forgotten. What they fail to understand is that your culture does not lie in bigotry. Your culture lies in its history, collectively. And I may not be able to explain that to you in a manner that can be seen as mathematically or logically. I may not be able to write it down so it's literary, but I can explain this to you in a manner that is vocally. I can manifest it in a manner that is either seen physically or metaphysically, because I can't explain things analytically, but I can tell you this is you and me, and I can be me. I can tell you I'm not who I was supposed to be. I can tell you I could be the person that I was supposed to be, and I should be the person that I was supposed to be, and I'm supposed to be the person I could be, and I could be the person that I was supposed to be, and I'm sorry that I was never the person you had me be, and I'm just supposed to be me. And I don't know what that means, and I don't know what it's meant to mean, because we were meant to mean the things that matter. I get lost in the words sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's important to remember what I'm trying to tell you is that we can be better. What I'm trying to tell you is that this can be better. I think about how whenever my little sister is asked if she wants to see a Hindi movie, she immediately remarks, "No, ew, Hindi." Familiar, isn't it? I think about how that makes us feel. I think about how we speak this language better than we do our own. I think about how 700 dialects were not enough for the group of people that came. I think about how we speak the language of the invader better than we speak the language of our own. I think about how that's shown through the culture that we represent. We are us, and upon that we will build trust. they tell us. McDonaldization or Westernization, whatever you want to call it, it's actually cleverly been renamed globalization. Because they will tell us that things are going to be better. They will tell us that we are going to improve the standard of living. What they fail to understand is that we were us. We were great. And we forget ourselves in them. We forget ourselves in the culture that is not us. We forget ourselves in them. We forget ourselves in them because we don't feel like we matter enough. I think about how the generations before ours romanticized the time that we currently live in. Because the future is beautiful. Because it's all we know how to believe in. Because tomorrow is brighter and it's all we know how to look forward to. I think about how tomorrow will be better, and I think about how I'm going to make it better. I think about how my generation is the foundation to everything. I think about how our generation will bring about change because we are change. We are the best. We are the better generation. I think about how tomorrow will be better because we will make it as so. I think about how despite the fact that we haven't made the mess, we will clean it up because that is our generation. Our generation is one that is at the end of the alphabet. And I apologize because we do not know where we are going from here. But I know that we can work hard. And I know that that's something we keep being preached. But we know how to do it. And I don't know where we're going from here. But I know where I am. Thank you.